Hello everybody and welcome, it's Alex B. André Luther and on our YouTube channel, and today we introduce you some two special things. First, the circuit of Ledenon, which is a part of iRacing, and second, of course, the system of iRacing. And this here, what we see there, it's a race that was taking place on the weekly races of iRacing, and on this race you were getting the Formula 4, which is the official part of the official FIA, and the entry of on the FIA Sport Formula 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's basically that's what we have there, but it's about iRacing. I must say it's a good system. In fact, and I will tell you why. In fact, you have different license for different kind of car: the sports cars, the dirt cars, the oval cars, and some other possibilities. And according to what you like, you can really use different things. And first you start with rookie with Formula V, for example, and for the Formula license. Then when you get into 3 on safety ranking, you can go from this, which is a day class license, and you see it's very animated races. Yes, there are a lot of accidents everywhere. It's a lot of takeover and all this. And yes, something that I must say, Andre and me are both driving with our own livery, LB Racing, Lovebird Racing, which is a livery that Andre make himself. So yes, if he make himself the livery too. So if you want to get any livery, you can always ask him. He always open to anything. On the system Trading Paints, which is the system for the livery for any type of car in iRacing. So it's free and you can get all kind of livery. And when you have this system, for example, you can see the livery of the other persons or create your own. Even create suits, helmets, and anything for any suitable material for your team. I must say, during a race on iRacing, you can also have the possibility to have the automatic spotter, but not only. You have the possibility to get your own spotter. I mean, to get a live friend who spot for you and tell you there is a blue flag and tell you all the different info and all this. So I must say it's really good made for iRacing, and this works for any type of cars, in fact. So it's really good, and yeah. This time the sun was shining, but I must say, look, a lot of time, early time, iRacing was getting a lot of only sun, and people were saying, yep, there is only sun on iRacing, you can't have any grey sky or whatever. I can tell you, it's not anymore the case. 90% of the race are obviously with cloud. For example, I was making Ledenon several times. It's real-time weather, so sometimes you can enter on the same race with different conditions. So get also the cloud, the fogs, or whatever, and you have also a special rain challenge also. So which is also something. So yeah, the Formula 4 is really a great thing that you have a really good thing. We have already made a video previously about sport car with on a D-class ranking, but look, on such a thing it's very competitive because you have rarely just D-class. It's mostly A, B, C, and D class we come there to grind also. So every kind of people can, and high level people also. So it's very competitive. So it's really give you a lot of things. In fact, on iRacing, you have a fees every month of $14, but it's really worth it. And you have to buy the content on special things, not always, but on special things. But it's really worth it, because you have competition every time, 24/7. So you have always drivers there, no problem. in comparison to other games, is really always good. And yes, here on this picture you can see our delivery. The white, red and blue, it's our own livery. You can see it here directly on this one. Yes, and yes, apropos Ledenon, the circuit who is there, it's really one of the most technical circuits that exist in France, because as you can see, it's very curvy and very up and down. And you have a lot of up and down everywhere, and yes, it's really difficult to drive on. You see a lot of people crash, get some yeah, because it's but when you crash, or when you crash somebody else, you lose some rating and some safety rating, and some, if you go a little bit faster, you can get some IRacing. Also, for people who are not aware of this system, IRacing is the system of the competition. In fact, if you are on the first one, you get more points for this one. But you need to drive safe, or if you have more than 17 incidents also, you are also disqualified, and you have a mandatory thing that you have to go on the box and make a mandatory repair. And apropos Ledenon, it has been created on the 70s by just a couple, in fact, who were wanted to have fun, and with a very big difficulty, finally they have get some license to be able to get some real events. Like, and they are really in the official Formula 4 calendar right now, and so IRacing has really put it on what it is for real finally. So it's really a good produce, like it would be in real, and yes, for example, you have also some GT series on Ledenon, you have some Porsche Carrera, some historical tour, some French championship for the moto also. And this track is 3 kilometers long with 15 curves. Yes, but 38 change of speeds. So it's very challenging for the pilots to do, and it's maybe not really known internationally, but really challenging things. Yes, I have driven it on a Clio, also on the Clio Cup on the other week of iRacing, and it was also very drifting up, because the Clio is very drifting car. We have already made a video about this, and yes, and we have made it also here on Hockenheim, and also here on this circuit of Ledenon. So yeah, it's in Sud France, and now it's very attractive for a lot of people in Sud France, of course, and but not only, also a lot of national French race, and and Formula 4, of course, which is more the most international one, of course, and first level entry for all the Formula things. If you accept the Formula V or Formula 1000, who are more American way of it. But yes, when you have 1 foot of Formula 4, it's already the first entry for the pilots. So it's reachable from a D license on iRacing. So, which is the first level of license, in fact. I must say it's quite competitive to get off from rookie. Everyone has a lot of competitions to do or to grind, and when you are on a D license, don't think that you are safe. No, not at all, because finally you have also some other challenge to do, which are and you can be put down if you are disqualified, and go back drafted down to rookie. And when you have, for example, a level of 3 in safety, you can get on the next season immediately draft to the C level, but don't lose it, because anyway you will be drafted back to the rookie things. Or you can also have a second solution, is to grind against some point on rookie eventually. It's a small tip that I give to you. But of course, it's not so easy. It's also a good thing. But yes, you have. In fact, iRacing it's full of different strategy. In fact, as you have different license possible, you have to think yourself what you prefer to drive. On myself, I've made the D license for Formula and for the also the sport car by test. In fact, so and Andre too. So because we work as a team, and by the way, we work actually to try to participate on the in June on the next Nürburgring event, Nordschleife event, which is one of the big multi-class events offered by iRacing. And we work on it to try to participate, but it's very very competitive because the license are mostly A, B, C here. Mostly no D class are driving this kind of things. So it's very very competitive, but if you work it as a team, it can be also very good. So it's so must work really this as a team. Yeah, of course. So you have to you have many events like this, and it's really interesting to participate. Even also alone, you can participate also alone. Join some team. There is in the social media you can find a lot of groups where you can post announcement and recruit pilots and get a team by different teams. This is also possible. So it's a good thing, but so that's why iRacing is very competitive and really worth it to pay every month. Because of this, it's maybe not the most fantastic thing on the graphics, but I must say also a good advantage. It's not very hunger of resource. So which means that even with a small computer, you can play it with a decent quality of graphics. So, which is not given on a play like Assetto Corsa competition, for example, which is more ask more for resource, and it's also very good, very immersive, and very good to play in VR. Yes, the details are maybe not the best ones once again, but on the competition, on the global things, and also on the driving feelings, is the most too close to the real world, far feeling. Yeah, this is the good thing on iRacing. Yes, maybe there is sometimes crashers, like in every sim, or some rookie bashing, let's say. Of course, because we are more slow in rookie sometimes. Yes, of course, this can also happen, but this is not on typical iRacing. It's any games, of course. So that's why I have more a positive feeling for iRacing. By the way, if you drive on iRacing, please let us know what you think about iRacing. Please, we are always happy to get some comment, and please write it in comment what you really think of iRacing. If you think it's good, if you think it's bad, just feel free to tell it. Yes, we make a lot of different videos of all kind about different sim racing simulation. So don't hesitate to comment and of course subscribe, give a like if you like the video, and share it. Yes, it's also important. Any good new subscribe or new comment always make us a big pleasure. As you can see, there is a lot of actions here. Lot of crashings and all kind of competition on what you can see here. So it's always very intensive, you know. Look, every event are 20 minutes. Rookie is 15 minutes, but any events on iRacing there are 20 minutes, except the special event of 4 hours. But look, on the 4-hour event, you have really to change your based on the fare sharings. which means that, for example, you have 2 hours per person in average. And if you don't respect the fair sharing drives, you and your team are disqualified. But in fact, the count of the safety ranking and iRating are not global, but it's individual of the individuals of the teams also. So, which is good for. So, if you want to participate on a real good event, look, for example, this week there is a 24-hour Nürburgring. So, for example, which will be hosted on IRacing. And I must say something else about iRacing. Look, it's really trustable because people like Max Verstappen make their competition there on the iSport, and he invests a lot of e-sport. So, and some other people like him also make it, and also some people who start by iRacing are also, for example, in NASCAR right now, in real NASCAR, I mean, and not only by Gran Turismo, but also with iRacing directly. And the iRacing Academy also is there for the people who really wants to learn it. And you have also a nice series of videos that I recommend you to watch for iRacing, from the introduction till downshifting, till how to drive under the rain, and how to work as a team, and all kind of how-to that is available directly on the official YouTube of iRacing. And this I recommend you to watch, no matter if you want to watch all or just a specific item. It's really well done, and they explain you all the basic things. So it gives you really further info how to get right the correct curve, for example, and all this kind of thing. And as you know, as I've told you, Ledenon specifically is very technical circuit because of all this curve and very up and down. So you have to really, and it's the only one who don't turn on the same sense of a watch in France. So it's gone on the other side, right on the other side, and which make it more difficult and more fun. Yes, of course. So it's really difficult. You have to do, but good thing on iRacing also, I must say, is you can always practice a lot. You have unlimited time of practice. You don't have to take part of the race if you don't feel it for. Just take part first of the train. My advice: just take part of the training, make several laps, try to be stable on those laps, and until you are very stable and get finally a time similar to the people, you can always follow this on iRacing. It's written everywhere which entries, which laps, etc. This is always written, so you can always watching. Also, if you want, you can have also a very practice overlay that with many info that you can, which has to be paid, but very practice also. Especially if you drive on triple screen, you can get a specific overlay for this. Also interesting. So it's well made for this. Notice the overlay is not available in if you work on a VR. But I must say, if you work on a VR, no matter if it's a Pico Fear, AP, MetaQuest, anything you drive for, MetaQuest 2, 3, anything what you will drive for, you will have a good result on iRacing. Because it's not so much resource taking like on ACC, for example, where the picture can be much sometimes compressed. Here you can have only good picture because it's the, and you can also make a good setting. For example, move away the tree effect, move away different effect, and get optimization also for iRacing if you feel it for. But normally, even with a small configuration, you don't need to have a big computer for this. So it's reachable for all. iRacing is really reachable for anybody because of this. In fact, that's why why it's worth to pay on iRacing, I could tell you also this reason also. So which is also a big reason finally for it. So there is big reason of all kind to enjoy everything. No matter if you take a Formula, if you take a sport car, a oval, a dirt road, a dirt oval. No matter what you want to drive, it will always be satisfying for you. So, any case, it's just anything to recommend. So, and you see, it's really the picture really has a good looking. It's not a problem. So it's not really the baddest graphic we have ever seen, honestly. So it's not the problem for this. So it's no problem. And don't forget that the official A-Sport competition are mostly on iRacing also. Keep this in mind. So it's for any official competition are mostly there. So if you want to go as a team or as an individual and enter a really good competition, just come to iRacing. And you can even host yourself a server for training or for any purpose you want, so which is very good. And it costs you only 50 cents per hour, which is really not expensive comparing to the price of other simulation. So it's really service $1 for American price, so which is really a good price for all. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. See you later. Bye.